Guys, I'm Francesca. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is day 17 of Veganmas. This is actually our last recipe video for the series because tomorrow's video, which is actually the last video, is a talk through video all about how to deal with your family during the holidays if you're a vegan and they're not. But today we're doing spinach lasagna roll-ups. Yum! I love them because they're so easy to make. Again, another great meal to serve to vegans and non-vegans. You can prep a bunch of the ingredients and elements ahead of time and then just roll it all up, bake it for a few minutes, and just so easy to make. And I also wanted to thank you guys so much for all of your support during this series. So I just wanted to give away a copy of my ebook. So to enter, all you have to do is comment down below and tell me what your favorite color is and your email address. I'll have the entries open until December 26th and I will email the winner on that day. So with all that being said, let's get into our last recipe video. To start off, I'm adding a little bit of olive oil into a pan and then I'm gonna crumble in some beefless ground beefs. I like the one from Trader Joe's, but there's one from Gardein, there's one from Beyond Meat, there's a bunch of them out there. And if you don't want to use fake meat, you don't have to. You can just do a bunch of veggies in there. And then I'm going to add in a ton of spinach. I used a whole bag. So yeah, then we're going to cover that and let that cook. While that's cooking, I'm going to boil some lasagna up. I cooked about 7 strips. I always like to do one extra just in case one rips. And if it doesn't rip, then you can eat it. And I like to take a little bit of the hot water and put it on the top of the noodle so it kind of sinks in there, as you can see what it's doing. And we're just going to let that boil for a few minutes until it's soft and pliable. You don't want to be too soft because you don't want it to rip. And now we're going to make our tofu ricotta. So I'm adding in tofu, almond milk, a little vegan cream cheese, nutritional yeast, vegan Parmesan cheese, some basil, a little bit of garlic powder, and a little bit of water just to really help it blend all together. And we're going to blend until smooth, super easy. Now we're going to add our meat spinach filling into a bowl. And I'm going to add in our tofu ricotta. Honestly, I think it really looks like ricotta, so it looks pretty good to me. And then I'm adding in a little bit of salt and a little bit more vegan parm, because why not? I'm going to mix that all up until it's nice and incorporated well. You want to cook the spinach really well because you don't want there to be a lot of liquid in this filling also. So then I took my lasagna noodles and I just put them in a little dot of water after I strained them so they wouldn't get sticky and clump together. So you can see I can pull them apart, but they are a little wet. Also, last night I prepped my tomato sauce, so I'll have a recipe down below on my blog for that if you're interested in learning how to do this. It's so easy. And now we can assemble our lasagna rolls. So I'm taking one lasagna noodle and I'm gonna tap it dry and just get off any excess moisture. And then we're gonna fill it. So I like to kind of keep the filling towards the center and a little bit shorter because as you roll it up, it's gonna push it out, if that makes sense. So you don't want to overfill it because then you're just gonna have filling everywhere. It's better to underfill it a little bit, but they are nice when they're chubbier. So not so hard. You'll get the hang of it. If you mess one up, the next one will come out perfect. And that's it. Look how pretty they are. They're so beautiful. And this is another great recipe to get your kids involved in. Then I'm taking a little bit of that tomato sauce, putting it on the bottom of a pan, spreading it out, you know the drill, so it doesn't stick. And then we can just put our little lasagna rolls in there. So easy. They're so delicious and they look so beautiful. You definitely want to make sure you're not buying, the no boil lasagna, because you need to boil these so you can roll them up so they're pliable. And like I said, you just don't want anything to be too wet because then it's liquidy and gross. We want this to be creamy and decadent. And then I'm just taking a little bit of extra tomato sauce, putting it on top, getting it in between the little lasagna rolls on the sides. And we're just going to put a little more vegan parm on top. And we're going to bake it in the oven at 450 for about 10 minutes. Everything's already cooked, so it's not like you have to cook anything. It's just to really get it nice and hot and a little crunchy on the outside. And that's it. There they are. They're done. So easy. So now we can just plate them up and they're beautiful. I think they look delicious and they are delicious, but they just look so pretty. I love the frilly edge of the lasagna. And so yeah, I just put them on some sauce. You definitely want to serve these with extra sauce because the middle has no sauce. So as you start to eat it, you lose sauce. And I'm putting a little more vegan parm and basil on top and it looks so pretty and it's a great meal. I highly suggest it, and I just love it because you could easily prep the tomato sauce and the filling the night before. You could even prep the whole thing the night before and then just pop it in the oven before you're about to serve it. Alright guys, that was our recipe. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. As always, my social media and the full recipe will be in the description box down below. And if you make this, then please be sure to tag me on Instagram and use hashtag plantifullybased so I can see your creations, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's Veganmas video. The last one. Are you guys ready for Christmas? Because I'm not. After I upload this, I have to go get more gifts. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.